Life is like a grand stage, and every one of us is playing a meaningful part in a story much greater than we can fully see. Yet so often we overlook the quiet messages appearing along the way. How many times do we ignore those gentle whispers that are patiently guiding us toward the blessings already making their way into our lives? Today, we're going to uncover those hidden signs and reconnect with a truth that has always existed within you. Before we explore the 7 signs, let's first understand what a blessing truly is. A blessing isn't something that happens by chance, nor is it the result of luck. It is the natural expression of your divine nature. It reflects your deepest assumptions, your inner beliefs, and the desires you consistently hold within. When your thoughts, feelings, and faith come into harmony with the limitless power inside you, blessings begin to appear naturally. The first sign is unexpected challenges. At first, it may seem strange to think that hardship could be evidence that something wonderful is on the horizon. But often, the greatest transformation begins with discomfort. Difficult seasons are not there to stop you. They are there to prepare you. Every obstacle strengthens your character, expands your faith, and shapes you into the person capable of receiving what is already being prepared. Instead of asking why life has become difficult, begin asking what this experience is helping you become. Every challenge is refining you, removing what no longer serves you, and aligning you with the life you are meant to live. Think of the biblical story of Joseph, betrayed by his brothers, falsely accused, and imprisoned despite his innocence. His journey seemed filled with disappointment. Yet each setback quietly positioned him for his future, eventually placing him in a position of tremendous influence, where he was able to save countless lives. None of those painful moments were wasted. So, whenever unexpected difficulties appear, remind yourself, this experience is preparing me. I am becoming the person who can fully receive my blessing. Let those words sink deeply into your heart. See yourself not as someone struggling through the process, but as someone who has already reached the victorious outcome. The second sign is a stronger sense of intuition. As your blessing draws closer, your inner guidance often becomes much clearer. You may experience sudden insights, strong feelings, or an unexplainable knowing that points you in a certain direction. This isn't coincidence. It is your higher self communicating with you, gently leading you toward the path already unfolding. This ability belongs to everyone. It isn't reserved for a select few. The more you create moments of stillness, the easier it becomes to recognize that quiet inner voice. Listen carefully to those subtle feelings that arise within you. Trust them, because they often carry the wisdom your logical mind cannot yet see. Imagine yourself like a radio. To hear a particular station, you must tune to the correct frequency. In the same way, your awareness must become aligned with the frequency of your desired life. Your intuition is the instrument that helps you make that connection. Practice checking in with yourself before making decisions, whether they seem small or significant. Pause for a moment and notice what your inner knowing is saying. Then move forward with confidence, trusting that each inspired step is guiding you closer to the blessing that has already begun unfolding. The third sign is synchronicity. Those meaningful moments that seem too perfectly timed to be random. Perhaps you think about someone just before they contact you, or you repeatedly notice the same number patterns wherever you go. These experiences are not meaningless accidents. They are gentle confirmations that you are becoming aligned with a greater order. When these meaningful coincidences begin appearing more often, welcome them with gratitude. They remind you that you are moving in harmony with the unseen forces already arranging the next chapter of your life. These meaningful moments are reminders that you're flowing with the natural rhythm of the universe. Your thoughts, feelings, and energy are becoming aligned with the reality you're calling into your life. Think of synchronicities as signposts along the road, gently reassuring you that you're moving in the right direction. It's as though the universe is quietly saying, "Keep trusting, you're closer than you realize." To recognize these signs, become more aware of the little things throughout your day. Notice recurring patterns, familiar numbers, unexpected connections, and perfectly timed encounters that seem too meaningful to dismiss. Hidden within these moments is a deeper message, guiding you step by step. Whenever you notice one, pause and express gratitude. Say thank you with genuine feeling. Gratitude raises your awareness, strengthens your faith, and makes you even more receptive to the blessings already on their way. The fourth sign is a season of waiting or silence. At first, this can feel discouraging. You may expect progress to be obvious and exciting. Yet some of life's greatest changes happen where your eyes cannot see them. Imagine a seed planted beneath the ground. For a long time, the surface appears unchanged, but underneath, everything is happening. The seed is opening, roots are reaching deeper, and new life is quietly gathering strength before it ever breaks through the soil. Your own journey follows the same pattern. If life feels unusually quiet or nothing seems to be moving, don't mistake that silence for absence. This is often a season of preparation. Invisible changes are taking place within your consciousness, arranging circumstances before they become visible in your outer world. This is when faith becomes especially important. Resist the temptation to let impatience or doubt take control. Instead, spend this time strengthening your inner connection through prayer, meditation, reflection, or peaceful stillness. Remind yourself, everything is unfolding perfectly. My blessing is already taking shape, even if I cannot see it yet. Live from that peaceful certainty, and eventually your external world will begin reflecting the confidence you've cultivated within. The fifth sign is increased contrast. As your blessing approaches, life can sometimes feel more intense than ever. Joy may feel richer, while challenges seem more demanding. This isn't a sign that something is going wrong. Often it's evidence that a powerful transformation is close. Contrast has an important purpose. It helps you clearly recognize what you truly desire. Every uncomfortable experience invites you to choose a new direction instead of remaining focused on what you no longer want. Whenever difficult circumstances arise, don't allow them to define your future. Instead, use your imagination to place your attention on the life you prefer. If you're experiencing financial struggles, let that contrast inspire a vivid picture of abundance. Feel the relief of financial freedom, the confidence of stability, and the happiness of having more than enough. Experience those emotions now, because your inner state is the blueprint from which your outer reality is created. Always remember that your external world reflects the state of your consciousness. Every time you return your attention to your desired outcome instead of your current limitations, you are changing your reality from the inside outward. The sixth sign is a sudden wave of inspiration. As your blessing gets closer, fresh ideas may begin arriving unexpectedly. You may discover creative solutions, receive powerful insights, or suddenly understand the next step you've been searching for. These moments are not random. They are gentle guidance from your higher self, leading you toward the life you're meant to experience. That inspiration may appear as a breakthrough in your career, a solution to a long-standing challenge, a creative project, or a deeper understanding of your purpose. Welcome these ideas with appreciation, because they carry the seeds of your next chapter. But inspiration alone isn't enough. It becomes powerful only when you respond to it. Write your ideas down, speak them into existence, and take whatever action you can, even if it's just one small step. Every action taken from inspired guidance strengthens your partnership with the divine and moves your blessing from possibility into reality. Make it a daily habit to stay open to inspired ideas. Before you fall asleep each night, or as soon as you wake each morning, quietly affirm, "I am open to divine guidance. Inspired ideas come to me naturally and effortlessly." Then move through your day with awareness, paying attention to those gentle inner nudges. Trust that every inspired thought is leading you one step closer to the life that has already been prepared for you. The seventh and final sign is a deep, lasting sense of peace. Of all the signs, this one is often the quietest, yet it carries the greatest power. As your blessing draws near, you may begin to notice an unshakable calm settling within you. Instead of worrying about the future, you simply know that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. This isn't wishful thinking or blind optimism. It's a quiet confidence that what belongs to you is already yours. That inner certainty is the foundation of genuine faith. When you reach this state, your thoughts and emotions become perfectly aligned with your desire, allowing it to enter your experience with ease. To strengthen this peaceful confidence, release the need to control every detail. Let go of anxiety, fear, and the constant need to figure out when or how things will happen. Trust that what is truly meant for you cannot miss you. Whenever doubt appears, gently return your attention to that inner feeling of certainty. The more you rest in that peaceful state, the more open you become to receiving everything already making its way toward you. As we've explored these 7 signs, remember they won't necessarily appear in the same order for everyone. You may recognize several of them, or perhaps only 1 or 2. What matters is remaining aware and receptive to the guidance that quietly unfolds throughout your journey. But there's an even greater truth to understand. You don't have to wait for any sign before allowing yourself to receive your blessing. The greatest sign has always been your own willingness to assume the feeling that your desire is already fulfilled. The moment you begin living from the state of already having what you seek, you place yourself in complete alignment with it. In that state, you are no longer hoping to become blessed. You recognize that you already are. So don't spend your life searching for confirmation outside yourself. Become the confirmation. Let your thoughts, your attitude, and your way of living reflect the reality you have already accepted within. Your consciousness is the creative force behind your experience, and what you consistently accept as true within your imagination eventually takes shape in your outer world. Right now, picture your desire as though it has already become reality. Feel the gratitude, fulfillment, peace, and joy that naturally come with its fulfillment. Allow those emotions to fill your entire being until they feel completely natural. Carry that feeling with you throughout your day. Let it influence your decisions, your conversations, and your expectations. This is what it means to live from the end. When you consistently occupy the state of the fulfilled desire, life naturally arranges the circumstances needed to bring it into visible form. Never forget that time belongs to the physical world. In the spiritual dimension, where creation begins, everything exists in the eternal present. Your blessing isn't waiting somewhere in the future. It already exists as a possibility ready to be accepted now. Instead of saying, "One day I will be blessed," begin declaring, "I am blessed." Speak those words until they feel real. Let them settle deeply into your subconscious mind, because your subconscious faithfully accepts what you repeatedly impress upon it and works continuously to express those beliefs in your life. You may wonder, how can I honestly feel blessed when my current circumstances seem to say the opposite? The answer is simple. Your present conditions do not define your future. They are only the reflection of past assumptions. The moment you change the assumptions you consistently hold, you begin changing the reality that follows. If it's difficult to feel blessed while facing challenging circumstances, remember that every lasting transformation begins within. And there's a simple yet powerful practice that can help you make that shift. Before you fall asleep each night, take a few quiet moments to reflect on your day. Instead of replaying events exactly as they happened, imagine them unfolding the way you truly wanted them to. If a conversation ended in conflict, picture it ending with understanding and kindness. If something disappointed you financially, replace that memory with one of unexpected abundance. Whatever you wish had gone differently, transform it first within your imagination. As you drift into sleep, holding these revised scenes, you impress new beliefs upon your subconscious mind. Your subconscious faithfully accepts what you repeatedly experience within and begins shaping tomorrow according to those inner impressions. Revision isn't about pretending the past never happened. It's about using the creative power you've always possessed to choose the state you wish to live from. Every moment offers a fresh opportunity to align yourself with the reality you want to experience. As you continue living from the fulfilled state, revising your days and carrying the feeling of already being blessed, you'll begin noticing changes around you. At first, they may seem small. A person's attitude softens, an unexpected opportunity appears, or a solution arrives where there once seemed to be none. Don't overlook these moments. Receive each one with gratitude, because they are signs that your new assumptions are taking root and becoming visible in your experience. Allow every positive shift to strengthen your faith. Let each one remind you that what you consistently believe and emotionally accept must eventually be reflected in your outer world. This is simply the creative law at work. Your inner convictions continually shape the reality you experience. Many people ask an important question. What about God's will? Shouldn't we surrender our own desires? The answer is that your deepest, purest desires are not separate from the divine. They are often the very way the divine expresses itself through you. When you imagine your desire already fulfilled and sincerely accept that feeling, you are not resisting God's will, you are cooperating with it. The divine is not a distant force controlling your life from somewhere outside you. It expresses itself through your own consciousness, your creativity, and your imagination. When your thoughts, feelings, and actions are aligned with your highest nature, you are already moving in harmony with that divine purpose. Never see yourself as powerless or at the mercy of circumstances. You are an individual expression of the creative power that gave life to everything. Your imagination is one of your greatest gifts. When you use it with love, wisdom, and intention, you become an active participant in creating the life you desire. As we come to the end of this message, remember that living from the fulfilled state isn't something you practice only once. It's a daily way of thinking, feeling, and being. It asks for persistence, trust, and above all, love. Love is the highest creative force you can embody. When you approach your dreams with love for yourself, for others, and for life, you naturally align with the creative power flowing through all things. So carry these 7 signs with you, but never forget the greatest one. The clearest evidence that you're ready for your blessing is your willingness to fully assume the feeling that you are already blessed. Let every thought, every word, and every action arise from that inner certainty. As you consistently live from that state, your outer world will gradually reorganize itself to match the reality you've accepted within. Your blessing has never been something outside of you waiting to be earned. It has always been a state of consciousness waiting to be embraced. The more completely you embody that state, the more clearly you realize an incredible truth. You are the very blessing you've been searching for. Take a quiet moment now and simply experience that feeling. Close your eyes if it helps. Feel yourself surrounded by gratitude, peace, love, and abundance. Let those emotions become familiar. Carry them with you into every conversation, every choice, and every new day. When you live from this inner conviction, life naturally begins reflecting it back to you. Walk forward knowing that you are already blessed, deeply loved, and connected to an unlimited creative power within. Everything you need to bring your heart's desires into reality already lives inside you. Use that power with intention. Use it with compassion. Use it with unwavering faith. Then watch as your life becomes a living example of what is possible when imagination, belief, and love work together. May your inner vision continue to guide you toward the beautiful life that has always been waiting for you.